near an apartment building there on the South Shore in Mass. A fire in Braintree produced a significant amount of smoke on Thursday, and the chief fire warden for the Department of Conservation and Recreation in Mass says a normal October brings about 15 wildfires, but this year they have 208 fires on record.
Yeah,
Christina.
way too many because of these conditions. And the National Weather Service has warned that any fire will likely catch and spread very quickly because of the dry and windy conditions. And my friends, that's what we're getting today. It's a continuation of what I'm calling too much of a good thing, right? For the sake of your plans, it's been so wonderful to have these bright and sunny days, but now all that sunshine and the lack of rain is kind of coming back to bite us. I want to show you the red flag warnings, first of all, across not just southern New England, but look back to the Mid-Atlantic as well. Kara just mentioned this, right? More than 50 million people, more than 56 million to be more exact here across the United States in these red flag warnings here. And that's just on the East Coast. We're not even counting our folks on the West Coast here. So this is a huge concern in terms of our fire danger today. Now, what does this mean for you, for my friends in Providence or in, let's say, North Kingstown or in Newport, where these red flag warnings continue? Well, basically it means don't burn stuff. Pretty simple, right? Now, fires at this point are really easy to catch, they're easy to spread, and they're really hard to contain because of the winds, especially. Dry conditions, warm conditions, those are major factors as well, but winds just makes everything worse when it comes to wildfire weather. And look, we want to make sure our firefighters, I should say, have as little work as possible ahead of them, right? So the best thing that you can do is, again, don't burn stuff, don't park your cars over dry and grassy areas, and don't mow the lawn today. You probably don't need to anyway, considering we haven't had any rain and the lawn's probably not growing. It's probably dry and crunchy at this point, but just a little word of advice, because one spark can make a lot of trouble. Now, in terms of the dry weather, let's look at some of the numbers here. The months of July and August were tremendously wet. We were actually way above average with our observed rainfall, but September, we flipped that switch and all of a sudden we just can't buy a drop of rain. We are so far below the numbers of where we should be, and that's going to continue today. You can see the small area of low pressure to our north that's really not impacting us right now, and instead we're actually getting a beautiful day. Once again, great for your plans. Get outside and enjoy. I will say there is a teeny tiny chance, I'm trying to be hopeful here, that this area of low pressure might throw a sprinkle our way later tonight. I think it's going to be hard to get more than a few drops of rain. Massachusetts could get a few more than we could in the Bay State, or in the Ocean State, I should say. But again, it's going to be few and far between. Otherwise, get outside, enjoy the sunshine while we've got it, right? 63 right now in Providence. I think later today we get up to about 65 degrees. It's going to be a windy day, as mentioned. Our wind speeds are already in the teens, gusts up into the 20s. Overnight tonight stays pretty windy. We cool down quite a bit. We're in the 30s by the time you wake up tomorrow morning. And the weekend looks amazing. Honestly, it looks like a beautiful weekend ahead. Low 50s tomorrow, upper 50s Sunday. We get plenty of sunshine in the mix. And I think the thing I'm actually most excited about is by the end of Sunday, our next area of low pressure rolls around from the Ohio Valley, and it actually could bring us more meaningful rain as we head into Monday. So big news here for the drought conditions. We could really use any drips and drops that we could possibly get. And even better news, Mother Nature's on our side, because this rain's really out of here before we get to the end of the morning on Monday. So most of your Veterans Day plans, if you have any parades planned, are looking pretty good.